Hello students, let us start with part 8 of chapter 3, Inheritance and Variation. In the part 7, we have studied sex-linked genes, types of sex-linked genes and sex-linked inheritance of color blindness and hemophilia disease. Now, in this part, we will study sex determination in human, honeybees and birds and genetic disorders. So, let us start with the concept of sex determination. The mechanism by which sex is established is termed as sex determination. The term sex refers to sexual phenotype. Let us see the definition of bisexual or hermaphrodite. In some species, both male and female reproductive organs are present in same organism. It's called as bisexual or hermaphrodite or monoecious. In some species in which the organism has either male or female reproductive organs is called as dioecious or unisexual. Example, humans. German biologist Henking in 1891, while studying spermatogenesis of the squash bug Anas astristis, noted that 50% of sperms receive the unpaired chromosomes, while other 50% sperm do not receive it. Henking gave a name to the structure as X-body, but he could not explain its role in sex determination. But further investigations by the other scientists led to conclusion that X-body of Henking was in fact a chromosome and gave the name X chromosome to that body. Let us start with the sex determination in human beings. The chromosomal mechanism of sex determination in human beings is XXXY type. In human beings, the nucleus of each somatic cell contains 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs of chromosomes. Out of 23 pair of chromosomes, 22 pairs are of autosomes and only one pair is of sex chromosomes. In human female, XX homomorphic sex chromosomes are present. Homo means same, while male has XY heteromorphic sex chromosomes. Thus, the genotype of female is 44 autosomes plus 2 X chromosomes, and that of male is 44 autosomes and 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. During gamete formation in male, the diploid germ cells in a testis undergo spermatogenesis to produce two types of haploid sperms. 50% sperm contains 22 autosomes, while X chromosome, while 50% sperms contains 22 autosomes and a Y chromosome. In female, the diploid germ cells in the ovary undergo oogenesis process, meiosis, to produce only one types of egg. All egg contains 22 autosomes and a X chromosome. Thus, in human, male is heterogametic and female is homogametic. So, see the chart. The father has a genotype 44 plus XY and mother has a genotype 44 plus XX. father produces two different kinds of sperms containing 22 plus X and other is with 22 plus Y chromosome. And mother is homogametic, produces same kind of eggs. When the gamete containing 22 plus X fuses with the gamete containing 22 plus X, the individual produced is girl baby having genotype 44 plus XX. The sperm containing 22 plus Y chromosome, when it fuses with the egg having the 22 plus X chromosome, the resulting baby is boy baby having the genotype 44 plus XY. Again, on the other hand, when the sperm containing 22 plus X chromosome, when it fuses with another gamete, ova 22 plus X, again it produces girl baby having genotype 44 plus XX. And the gamete containing Y chromosome, when it fuses with the ova containing X chromosome, the resulting offspring is boy baby having 44 plus XY genotype. If the sperm containing X chromosome fertilizes egg, then diploid zygote is formed that goes into a female child. Just now I have explained. If the sperm containing Y chromosome fertilizes with the egg, then diploid zygote is formed that goes into a male child. This indicates that the sex of a child depends on the type of sperm fertilizing the egg, and hence the father is responsible for determination of sex of the child and not the mother. But due to lack of knowledge, women are often blamed for giving birth to the female child. Same concept is explained in the chart also. So, the male produces the gametes or the sperms containing X and Y chromosome through a meiosis, and female produces the two eggs containing X chromosome by meiosis, and fertilization takes place. The conclusion is the female and male child, they are produced 50-50 in percentage, so that the sex ratio which is produced is 1:1. Let us see the sex determination in birds. In birds, the chromosomal mechanism of sex determination is ZWZZ type. In this type, females are heterogametic and produces two types of eggs. That is, 50% eggs carry Z chromosome, while 50% eggs carries W chromosome. So, in birds, the males are homogametic and produces one types of sperms. Each sperm carries a Z chromosome. So, the sex of individual depends on the kind of egg or ova fertilized by sperm. So, in the chart you can see the parents, male parent having the chromosome complement 2n plus ZZ produces same types of sperm having gametes n plus Z, n plus Z. The female having genotype 2n plus ZW, heterogametic female, produces two different kinds of eggs. The one containing Z chromosome and another containing W chromosome. So, the gamete containing Z chromosome, when it fuses with the another gamete containing Z chromosome, the resulting individual is male bird having genotype 2n plus ZZ. And when the sperm containing Z chromosome, when it fuses with the another egg containing W chromosome, the resulting individual is female bird having 2n plus ZW chromosomes. So there is another interesting phenomenon are found in the other individuals. For example, in Bonellia viridis, the environmental factors determines the sex of individual. The sex of worm Bonellia viridis depends on which location the Bonellia larva gets settled. The marine female Bonellia worm has about 10 cm long body. She has a proboscis that can be extend over a meter of length. So in the diagram you can see the proboscis is shown. If a Bonellia larva settles on the sea floor at the bottom of sea, it becomes a female. However, when a larva lands on a female's proboscis and enters the female's mouth, it migrates into her uterus and differentiates into a male individual. Male lives as parasite in the uterus of female, fertilizing her eggs. So this is something interesting in case of Bonellia viridis. Now the sex determination in honeybees. In honeybees, chromosomal mechanism of sex determination is haplodiploid type. In this type, sex of individual is determined by the number of set of chromosomes received. Females are diploid. 2n is equal to 32. Diploidy is 32 chromosomes. And the males are haploid, having n is equal to 16 chromosome complement. Female produces haploid eggs, that is n is equal to 16 by meiosis, and male produces haploid sperms, n is equal to 16 by mitosis. If the egg is fertilized by sperm, the zygote develops into a diploid female, or so the chromosome number is 32, and that may be a queen and worker. And unfertilized egg develops into haploid male, n is equal to 16 drones, by the way of parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis, that means the individual developed without fertilization. So unfertilized egg develops into haploid males, that is drones, in honeybees. The diploid female get differentiated into either worker or queen depending on the food they consume during their development. Diploid larvae which get royal jelly as a food develops into queen, which is a fertile female, and other develops into workers, which are the sterile females. See in the chart, the female has a chromosome complement 2n is equal to 32, undergoes meiosis to produce the two types of single type of gametes, n is equal to 16, n is equal to 16. So the haploid males are developed without fertilization, parthenogenesis, and the another gamete fuses with the male gamete to produce the diploid female having the genotype 2n is equal to 32. So again in the chart you can see the eggs, when they are fertilized, the individuals developed are either worker or the queen, and when they become unfertilized, remain unfertilized, they develop into drones. Okay, now let us start with the genetic disorders. So they are broadly grouped into two categories, like Mendelian disorders and chromosomal disorders. Mendelian disorders are mainly caused due to alternation or mutation in the gene. For example, thalassemia, sickle cell anemia, color blindness, hemophilia, phenylketonuria. So out of these students, we have studied the inheritance of sickle cell anemia, then color blindness and hemophilia, and also about the phenylketonuria. Chromosomal disorders are caused due to absence or excess of one or more chromosomes or their abnormal arrangement. For example, Down's syndrome, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome. Other chromosomal disorders are also there but not included in your syllabus. They are Patau's syndrome and Edward syndrome. So, starting with the thalassemia, which is a Mendelian disorder. It is an autosomal inherited recessive disease. Hemoglobin molecule is made up of 4 polypeptide chains, that is 2 alpha and 2 beta chains are present. The synthesis of alpha chains are controlled by 2 closely linked genes, that is HBA1 and HBA2. These genes are present on chromosome 16. While the synthesis of beta chain is controlled by a single gene HBB, which is present on chromosome 11. So you can see the normal red blood cells and the red blood cells from thalassemia patient. So the normal person shows RBCs which are lens shaped. And here you can see the change in the shape of RBCs. They become malformed. Depending upon which chain of hemoglobin is affected, either alpha or beta, thalassemia is classified as alpha thalassemia and beta thalassemia. It is caused due to deletion or mutation of gene which codes for alpha and beta globin chains, and that result in abnormal synthesis of hemoglobin. The defect due to the expression of genes which codes for alpha and beta chain, the thalassemia disorder develops. In thalassemia, the person shows symptoms like anemia, lack of blood, pale yellow skin, change in the size and shape of RBCs. We just have seen the difference between the shape of RBCs. Then slow growth and development and dark urine, etc. Massive blood transfusion is needed to these patients. Thalassemia differs from sickle cell anemia. So what is sickle cell anemia? In sickle cell anemia, the RBCs, they are sickle shaped. They are half moon shaped and they lack the capacity of carrying oxygen. So the person dies due to the anemia. The former is quantitative problem of synthesizing few globin molecule, while the latter, that is sickle cell anemia, is qualitative problem of synthesizing an incorrectly functional globin. Let us start with Down's syndrome, which is also called the trisomy of 21st chromosome. Down syndrome is named after the physician John Langdon. Down, who first described this autosomal chromosomal disorder in 1866, this syndrome is caused due to an extra copy of chromosome number 21st. It shows the presence of 3 copies of 21st chromosomes instead of homologous pair. That means instead of 2, 3 chromosomes are present at 21st position. So total the individuals will have 47 chromosomes instead of the total number 46. The 21st trisomy condition occurs due to non-disjunction or failure of separation of chromosomes or autosomes during gamete formation. The incidence of non-disjunction is distinctly higher in mothers who are over 45 years old. So you can see the karyotype of the individuals having Down syndrome. So the total day shows the presence of 47 chromosomes, and you can see at the 21st position the 3 chromosomes are present. One extra 21st chromosome is present instead of a homologous pair. The patients have a mild or moderate mental retardation. The persons who are suffering or who are Down syndrome ones, they have a mild or moderate mental retardation and poor skeletal development. Distinct facial features like small head, ears and mouth. Face is typically flat and rounded with flat nose. Mouth is open and protruding tongue. Eyes slant up and out with internal epicanthal fold. Flat hands and stubby fingers. In the diagram also you can see the hands are flat. They show the broad palm with single crease. And the foot show widely separated first and second toes and increased skin creases. And you can see the facial features also, upward slanting eyes. Next is the Turner syndrome. Is also called as the monosomy of X chromosome or X0 females. It is the sex chromosomal disorder caused due to non-disjunction of chromosome during gamete formation. Individual born with Turner syndrome has 44 autosomes with X0. They are phenotypically female. They are female in appearance. They have a short stature, the height and the webbed neck. Lower posterior hairline, broad shield-shaped chest and poorly developed ovaries and breast. Shows low intelligence. So again you can see the karyotype of individual suffering from Turner syndrome. So they have one less X chromosome. So the genotype is represented as 44 plus XO. Total they have 45 chromosomes instead of 46. So here you can see the morphology of the individual suffering from Turner syndrome. So you can see they have a low hairline, shield-shaped thorax. Then they show the small fingernails, shows brown spots all over the body. Then they suffers from the amenorrhea. They are infertile ones. Then they show the presence of rudimentary ovaries and underdeveloped gonadal structures. Menstruation is absent, poor breast development. Klinefelter syndrome. Now these are phenotypically males. It is a chromosomal disorder caused due to extra X chromosome in males. The genotype of individuals is 44 plus XXY. They are described as feminized males. Extra chromosome is a result of non-disjunction of X chromosome during meiosis. Individual is a male and has overall masculine development. Voice pitch is harsh and have underdeveloped testes. They are tall with long arms. Feminine development, that is development of breast, is also called as gynecomastia, and no spermatogenesis. Therefore, individuals are sterile. Again, you can see the karyotype of the individuals suffering from Klinefelter syndrome. So you can see they have an extra X chromosome in their karyotype. So the total chromosomes which are present in these individuals is 47 instead of 46. Okay students, so here we have finished with chapter 3, inheritance and variation. Thank you.